Collective energy reading. Please only take what resonates. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress. I'm just going to clear the energy and clear the air on 1, 2, 3. Turn it on down. Right, collective energy reading. Please only take what resonates. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress. Put yourself where you need to be. Put whoever where they need to be. And if the shoe fits, then you can wear it. Because it's that emotion when you get that false alarm, those exaggerated truths, that panic, it's unnecessary drama and overreactions to minor events. Much ado about nothing. Those karmic friends, can't even fully trust them. Always some tension, low key, down low, shame, hating. They didn't have balance. You're going to gain clarity about the things that they did and unknown. Could be about this marriage and a relationship. Take it all as it resonates. It's all going to be unfolding. So you have to let go of pressure to be able to know everything now. Just stay present. Connect to the divine, that ebb and flow. Let it go, let it pass. All those people from the past, because they could be wanting to be able to redeem now. They're gaining understanding. Things could be getting published and you're seeking and connecting to those intuitions about those significant others who they were serving and trying to secure. When they was on that dance floor, they didn't have that discernment. That's like getting that detachment now because they wasn't using their imaginations and certain people was using their imaginations way too much. They're getting higher clarity about the seeds that they was planting and who was planted in it. Was a spark of love because it's that hall of records. That's when you go back to the old cash kick records, nose is itching. And that's from when you was born, and that's like you yourself, I am. And when they was being a fool and now they can see they was being a fool, now they can see your standard, grounded, nurturing. They're getting that higher clarity. They may be grounding their self now because it's that star. They can see you're that star shining just the way you are. It's that 21, that world, that's the completion, that ending of the karmic cycles. That's that realization. That's alluring now. They could be cherishing you, maybe wanting this honest communication. This is why I want to cough. 1 minute. They're wanting honest communication with you, an opportunity, forgiveness. Take this all as it resonates. Let's just see what's in my bag. It stays out my bag because what's in this bag stays out the bag. It's the bag of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, because they could be moving from that second to the third floor of love. That's the awakening. When you start nurturing yourself and in your mind and in your thoughts and in your feelings, you're connected to the heart, those emotions. So when you get into that feminine energy, and in that high priestess energy, you're getting that higher clarity. It's higher awareness that's letting you know about yourself, and they maybe want to speak to brothers, sisters, the siblings, people around near you. They could be seeing you communicating on computers. Take it all as it resonates. That's that thought of understanding about those neighbours, those family members, and those dry face, foot bottom friends, tough face with their bad energies, because they was having that mental capacity to their mind. They wasn't clever, they wasn't being wise when there was bad mind and jealousy. That's what you call jankrabati people, not seeing you look so happy. So they've not seen you look so happy the way you look so happy, because you're moving from that second house to the third house of love. It's that love train. They're feeling insane. That's that look on your face. Say otherwise. The girls be horrible. So those family members and those friends, the looks on their face, horrible. Twisted up their tough face like they don't know what going. Good opportunity to get your story out. So it's a good opportunity for you to enable to get your story out about these fake friends, and they're not happy and they don't like when you looking happy because they're bad mind, and they'll be seeing you creative when you're taking a photo and you're on social media and they're scrolling through your news feed. They're red eye and jealousy of you because of the way you're wise and you're intellectual and you're connected, you're grounded, you're steadfast. They was insecure because they wasn't connected. They didn't use their intelligence. And that's when you're in these social settings, understanding now they're about your acquaintances and those who you exchange little views with, when you go out and you just say little two words to certain people and they're full of shit. And you only say hello, like, because you like work alongside certain people, associates through other people that you know on road, like a friend of a friend. But that friend of a friend is full of shit. And you only speak to them because they're not evolving and they can see that you're evolving and they was rebelling, they're having that awakening about your originality. The best thing about elective or electric cars, they don't make a sound. They're sneaky. So they could have had electric cars sneaking past your ass. They could have been sneaky like an electric car moving in silence, and you could be moving in silence there watching you. They could be sneaking back screen, maybe making fake accounts to be able to move in silence. Imagine how much people go out the way to be able to seek in their information about you. Imagine how amazing you are. Imagine how you have to go out your way to make a fake account just to look at other people's shit. Took you to their favourite spot. So they took you to that favourite spot. So they could have took you to their favourite spot, food place, restaurant, party. Take it all as it resonates. People have got this record, so they could be looking back at pictures of you when you was in that favourite spot where they have been. They've not seen them look so happy in a long time. They could have been looking back at a picture of you. Take it all as it resonates. Because that's that trust. That's that balance. You know, when you see some people got a social awareness, they use wise, and that's about your partner. They could be seeing how you're creative and the way how you express it with a pleasure. They're thinking about you. Take this all as it resonates. They could be speaking to a brother, a family member. They could be looking back at the pictures in their mind, that intellect and like quick verbal thinking and speaking, because that's that good opportunity to be able to get your story out. So they could be speaking now about this relationship and the love and the way how they felt. They're connecting. They didn't trust their gut feelings when they've that relationship, and now they're feeling that love because I'm thinking about that love. They're thinking about the divine feminine. They could be thinking about those friends that was chatting shit and speaking about their relationship because it took them favourite to the favourite spot. That could be a food place out, socialising, food, restaurant. They could have been like in that childlike spirit, creative and, you know, adventurous, take it all as it resonates. They could have been like trying to control certain scenarios and situations now because of their confidence. They could have seen their confidence when they was out with you. They could have been like caring and nurturing and showed love. And now they're in that ego and their mindset now. They could have been looking at their mindset towards family and friends or this feminine energy. They could have took them to your favourite spot where they would have took you. They trusting now. They could be seeing the relationship because it's the universal laws. Oh. They're really going in. This is your lover. They could be looking about the lovers and when they took actions of the way they acted. And now they're looking because the way are they thinking about the way they acted towards you. Because that's that death and it's that transformation. So they could see that could have been an ending to that relationship. Transforming. You could have transformed. This could have been, they could have been clinging on and holding on to certain things. Your partner, your lover, possessing. Take it all as it resonates. Now they're connecting to them behind their emotions. Because that's that higher clarity. You see, when you've had these relationships and who was putting that there and who had that trust of their gut feeling to be able to grow and was wise and spoke and was creative, who was taking risks and gambling, because that's when you're trying to secure. They could see that you was more fun, more caring, more nurturing, more passionate, more creative, speaking, more wise, more like caring, nurturer, enabling people to be able to build up their health, their well-being. Yours was more trusting. Take it all as it resonates. They both come back late, some time moving funny. So that feminine could have came, was being a fool, could have came back late. Take it all as it resonates. What those being wise, coming back late sometimes because they was going out partying. And you can see you're not knowing that wise when they was being out partying, that third eye activated in the actions that they was taking. You could gain an introspection. You was supposed to help my reputation, not sink me. Dread my whole energy. So they could have drained those space and helped the reputation. But because they seen her look so happy, they was a jealous, they was hating, bad mind, energy, red eye. Started speaking and doing quick things and they were supposed to build up the reputation, but all they did was F it up. Talking. This was the siblings in their neighbourhood. And now they're looking, that was about their relationship. They were supposed to maybe wanted to talk to you or send a message to you verbally. Because about these groups when they was expanding and how to express. I was also there when she showed your letter. So they could have showed a letter, high awareness, seeking intuitions, that was looking now like higher education, truth, justice and laws, like guidance, the world they're looking now, because that's looking the way you move. That's transport. Should be a letter. They're gaining higher clarity, wisdom. Sagittarius. How you was flexible, open-minded, optimistic. They could have said that you was trying to be able to seek something, take it all as it resonates, because they're gaining that understanding now. They could have been seeing that truth, a letter of truth about courts and laws and judicial systems could be being published. You're going to see about these colleagues, even certain things that were school and spiritual belies that was told. So you're going to see you was there when that person showed that letter, and it was a good opportunity. She was the art teacher. So you could have been an art teacher, creative, speaking, enabling people to be able to seek knowledge. So you could have been a creative arts teacher. Take this all as it resonates, like in that neighborhood or in your neighborhood, in their neighborhood. You could see they may be wanting to travel to be a creative arts teacher. Take it all as it resonates. You could be traveling to be an art teacher. You could be like over across seas doing art school and enabling kids and working with young people. Come in peace. So you come in peace. They may be coming in peace towards you, because you're like, you could be protecting yourself. In Hermit, Hierophant, they're gaining wisdom, gaining high clarity, because they're coming in peace. They may see you as that sun. Take this all as it resonates. They come in steadfast, organized now. They could be like, this could be a masculine energy or a feminine or a mother. Oh my God, she come, change the plan. Surprise, a visitor. So you could be going to have a surprise visit. You could be going to travel. You could go to travel. You could be this empress. You could be going to travel. Take it all as it resonates. Always leave the rest for the best, because you're that star, shining, steadfast, trusting, not sinking in you, because that whole energy there, losing this energy, this masculine, feminine. Take it all as it resonates. Because that's Three of Swords, stress, conflict. That's revelations now about the choices that they made, the relationship. They're gaining this wisdom because they wasn't using their intuitions. They're gaining this higher knowledge. You be gaining this higher knowledge about this feminine energy. It was trying to Three of Swords you. Heartache, pain. That's karmic energy. Bitter bitch. You're going to hear about this bitter bitch, a family member, a friend, or in your community, or in the masculine's community, in your family's community, that was thinking being wise, chatting shit, trying to stab you with swords. Bad mind. You're going to hear about this clarity, because you had that change. Certain people's trying to put very much willpower. That was because of their intellect, your knowledge. You're going to see they're having stress now, because she was the art teacher. Truth. Truth. You was that truthful one. You was that balanced one. They tried to force sword your ass because they thought they was trying to cling on to block you. But the truth, now they're having that shot in the neck back, because they can see you had that hidden skill, facts, truth. The high priestess, higher clarity. They're gaining introspection in regards to who you was. You had that moral compass. You had respect and dignity. They moved out of low dense energies. They was on fucky. You was on knowledge and wisdom and insight and growing balance of mind. Your Libra energy, scales, balance. They was restless, continues to be objective, dependable on money, powerful. Their values towards you, relationships was different. Take this all as it resonates. You spoke the truth. You're going to hear the truth about that relationship. Three of Cups. That they was around that feminine energy for support. And they was a sexual support. Money, financial support. That's when they thought they was being creative, they was being stubborn. Now they're going to say that they had higher wisdom and they was coming with the intellectual support and they was helping me do this, but they was black because they was gambling and taking risks and being creative, like in an artistic flaring, because of how you're creative. Take this all as it resonates. These are siblings that took for granted a relationship. Sage of Wands. You could be seeing a fire sign. They was in that low dense energy, all because of their ego and their pride, their narcissistic drive and their sexual drive. Now they was holding in that phallic, and they could see when they was giving that sexual to different people, and now they're gaining introspection. They need to cleanse their mind because they're seeing they're gaining that strength. about the things that was happening in the unknown. They're getting higher clarity. They didn't move with love. They needed grounding. Now they're gaining introspection. They could be grounding themselves now because it's that pillar, you know, you just get that one. They was not having that awakening, standing in that truth. Because they tried to fear souls, you now they're having revelations. Because people can't fulfill your needs. Might try to even convince you to. They can do, but they cannot. So those family members try to convince them, the masculine, to make that choice to say, yeah, all right, and me, you can have this harmony, this balance, and we're going to make this relationship. I'm going to serve you. Even employers working, lodging, going on like you're supporting them, you know, like social labour, and you can enable people to be able to uplift people and like support them and serve them in practical ways. They didn't have that discernment, they didn't have that wisdom, they wasn't using that knowledge, they wasn't trusting that higher source because who you was harmonizing with. Take this all as it resonates, because now they're looking at those qualities now, and it's like institutionals and your businesses, and when you was working and who was providing it, who was blocking it, it's like you're starting something but it's stress, never working, not continuously, because you're not practical, you're not analysing about the people that you're working with. Are you communicating effectively? Are you being wise? How are you promoting that business? Are you looking at the idea, the structures? Has it got built on firm foundations? Who is the people that you're trying to be able to obtain that to? What service are you actually sort of providing? Are you enabling people to have uplifting, to clarity of the mind, so they can speak and have that discernment, and got that third eye activated and open, so then you can see where, when, what, how, who. Attach you to be able to trust, to be able to walk towards the divine. Take that action, get that higher clarity, listen to the spirit within inside of you. Yeah, you go around these emotions. Yeah, you're going to feel a bit of stress. Yeah, you got to start nurturing yourself. Yeah, you got to protect yourself from certain family members and friends because they're trying to hold on to you for money, block you, stop you because of your stability. Why? Because of your beauty and your creative skills, where are you able to be able to move, speak. You move with your heart, you got your fifth chakra open, and that's that willpower to stand and speak the truth. Tag products on social, full list of products. Put yourself out there, oh my gosh, on these divine feminines who buy in. Oh my gosh, so let's see, I'm holding this in my hand, I'm not even reading this, and imagine that. That's because you trust, you speak the truth, you got clarity, you got higher wisdom, you're connected to the divine, you're able to manifest and able to create because you're harmonizing in a positive way. Shit, man, collect your God, man. Fucking hell, Lady Brown and Marcus, you're sick. No wonder people block you and stop you. No wonder they want to be talking about you guys. Because look. Yo, you're just revealing their shit, and it's thinking having these alarms because they can't fulfill certain people's needs. Even if they try to convince them they can fulfill certain needs, they can't, because they see they needed certain people to buy their products, and who's going to buy the products, and who's got more views, and who's got more likes, and who's doing this, because you're not even speaking the truth, you're not even doing nothing to be able to validate people, to give people balance and clarity, higher awareness, higher mind. That's when people are being tactical and lazy, and they're not speaking the truth, you're not getting that higher wisdom, you're not truth and law, justice, revelations. When you go to church and you've got that fucking spiritual wisdom, you've got spiritual knowledge, you do spirituality, reality, duality. Look at it from different logical aspects when you're creating, and how you're creating, who you're creating with, who you're serving, making sure that things aren't doing it in secret, because you've got them enemies that are jealous of you and they're watching you and analysing you because the way how you're moving, the way how you can do the things that you can do, and they can't do the things that you can do, and why can you do the things that you can do? So they'll be trying to block you, do spell work against you, speaking bad. I need this, we need this. Look, truth. They need this, they need that. Sometimes people make mistakes, so they want to be able to speak the truth towards you and say, I need this relationship, but that's growth, that's clarity. Or I spoke the truth that I need to be able to grow, that's rebelling. They was rebelling against you. Now they're getting that optimistic, so they're expanding, looking at good luck. They could be seeking knowledge now on computers, seeking wisdom and gaining, retraining yourself about love. And when you got these relationships as to why, to where's to what, when you're in childlike spirit, your ego, put that aside, gain clarity. Take me anywhere and everywhere. So they could be getting support. They maybe want to travel. They maybe want to be able to come towards you and say, take me anywhere and everywhere. Take it all as it resonates. So when do you leave? So they could be moving. You could be traveling. You could be getting away. Somebody could be coming. You could be meeting somebody. You could be meeting somebody. They could be coming to meet you. You could be meeting somebody new. Take this all as it resonates. Come and communicate to you. They could be like, you could be out in your community socializing. You could meet somebody, a new love. They maybe want to take you out, traveling. In their mind, they're getting higher clarity. They want to treat you like that sunshine. Certain people you'll be revealing about this truth. Take it all as it resonates. They be speaking their truth towards you because they can see that you are a true divine feminine. Take it all as it resonates, guys. Sometimes you just feel like you get a bit lost in the trust. But you see, it was a test. This could have been a test, a spiritual test. Oh, fridge gone booped. So it could have been a test. Because you're seeing those products, when people was wanting these products, people was free of source in you. You seen the way how they moved. They could say, oh, she's an art teacher. Let's check this, because we might have to do this in extended. Let go. Love. So they're letting go now. They're trusting, connecting, harmonizing, having that balance. This is the lovers, about the choices. Now they could be letting go, want to communicate and cooperate with you. But that's that reconciliation. You might not want to be able to, they might not speak that whole truth towards you. They may still have certain things hidden. You may have to gain introspection and listen to your spirit, get a higher clarity, because you know the actions that they took when they was with 2 or 3 or more people, that family member and a friend. Take it all as it resonates, and their mindset towards money. They may be a bit broke. You know you're going to gain introspection, higher clarity about certain actions that may be in the unknown. Take it all as it resonates, because in many be time to be able to reconcile with someone or something. Is there an unresolved issue weighing on you? Taking the first steps towards peace will bring inner tranquility and strengthen your future relationship, because they're having that enlightenment. So they could be getting support to speak this truth. They could be speaking to a mother now figure or a friend, a father figure. Take it all as it resonates about that relationship. Speak the truth about the actions that they took when they was in that ego. They could be reconciling because they're getting higher clarity now, enlightenment about certain people, the actions that these family members took. They're gaining clarity about things what was in the unknown. People doing spell work, paying people. When those out dancing, socializing, they're feeling sad and stressed. They can feel that pain in their heart. Maybe wanting to be able to accept. So they're accepting now about their ego, and then they had their courage, and they was being courageous, and they didn't have that spiritual wisdom. Now they're gaining higher clarity in regards to who you are, because it was a part of the destiny. They can see you're that son. They're having judgment taking place. I know it don't look good. Not here for that. She can't be here. So I know it don't look good. It's not here for that. So that person can't be there. That person's got to move out of that property, or that person can't be there. Where is she really? You can be real with me, Dad. So that person could be saying, where are you? Why aren't you there? They're getting enlightenment. Be real with me, Dad. About the mother figure. Take it all as it resonates. I know all about self-worth. So they're getting enlightenment that you know all about self-worth. You was accepting. They maybe wanted to be able to come and give this honest communication towards you. Let's take one of these. I have to do this in the extended. Put it on the rest of it on YouTube. No longer than 25 minutes. What's the message? Oh. They've got real feelings towards you. If you want to see the extended to this, you have to look up Ori Lady on YouTube. You'll find me, 55 Energy, Ori Lady on YouTube for the extended.